Hello everyone and welcome back to The Perfect French with Dylane. Today on this video I'm gonna share with you my 5 favorite books to learn French in 2020. These are the books that I've been using for years. I use one of them myself since I'm a kid. A lot of French speakers actually use that book, so it's really useful for everyone, and I can tell that it's really useful even for me as a French speaker. It's my first language. All the other one, I've been recommending them to my students for a very long time. I have 3 of those 5 books. I don't have them physically right now because, as I thought before, we do not live in a place right now, and I didn't feel like digging into a storage for an afternoon just to find those 3 books. So I'm just going to find some images of it, but I actually have them myself. All the books that I'm going to share with you right now, you can find the link in the description box. I do earn a tiny commission if you buy this book by my links. But those are really the ones that I use. Like I said, one of them I've been using it since I'm a kid, the other one I actually have them, some of them, and the other one I also recommend them to my students. The last thing I want to say is that right now, at the time I'm recording this video, we are at 490 subscribers. I would really like to reach 500 for Christmas. This is my goal. So if you haven't subscribed it yet, subscribe so you can help me reach my goal. The first one I want to talk about is this one. Is called Un Becherel. Un Becherel. Especially this one, La Conjugaison pour tous. La Conjugaison pour tous. Conjugation for all. I was talking about a book that I've been using since I'm a kid, and it's this one. Not exactly this one, but it's the same series. So if you don't know what is a Becherel, it's only for conjugation. And this is typically French because it comes from the lexicographer and grammarian Louis-Nicolas Becherel. He was French. So this is a kind of book that we use as a French speaker. Even at school we all have our own language course. I mean, English speakers still have English, French speakers still have French, etc, etc. So when we were a kid, we all have one of these in our backpack. It is really useful because it's all the conjugation that you can need and even don't need. All the really old tense that nobody uses anymore, it's even in it. So how to use it? There is a table of contents with all the verbs. You look after the verb that you need. For example, if you need changer, you might not have changer with all the conjugation, but it might refer you to the one, for example, manger, because it's the same verb. It's what counts in this verb is the ending GER. So the book is actually going to send you back to that page for manger, maybe. I don't know, actually, I haven't checked that, so don't trust me for changer, manger, but you understand the concept. And then in this page, you have all the tense that you can need or not need in French. So you have présent, imparfait, plus que parfait, passé composé, futur, etc, etc. You have them all. That's why I think it's a must-have. Every French learner should have a Becherel. The second one I've been recommending, Practice Makes Perfect, Complete French All in One. If you're looking to start French as a beginner and move into a more advanced, all of it in one book, this book is perfect for that. It actually regroups 7 books. So you can also have them separately, but this book regroups it all, and if you have the book, you're actually more likely to keep going studying. So what is this book include? It includes basic French, complete French grammar, French conversation, French sentences builder, French verb tenses, intermediate French grammar, and advanced French grammar. So this book is very complete. That's why it's called Complete All in One in French. Dylane, what are you talking about? So this book includes a total of 37 lessons and more than 500 exercise. The only point I will say it's just any, French language learning thing. If you're not consistent, if you're not motivated, the book is not going to practice itself, so you really have to make time for it every day. Bonus point for this one, it comes with an app to practice your pronunciation and flashcard for your vocabulary. So you really can't say that you don't have time to practice your French, because we all have time for an app. I can see you going on Facebook, YouTube, and Reddit Third book, and also I forgot to say, I didn't choose the order, this is quite random, even though the first one is probably the one I recommend the most, because I've been using it for years. But this one, the third one, French Stories for Beginner, 20 exciting short stories to easily learn French. This is a method that I've been using for a long time in a private French teaching school here in Canada and with my private students. What we used to do is that we used to read a story, and for each story we will learn some really particular grammar rules and vocabulary. At the same time, it's also very good to practice how to read in French. If you don't know how to read in French, I will link all the video related to this video in the comment. When I say that I have a video, it's gonna be in the description box, not the comments. But to come back to this book has 20 short French stories, so it's not really long, you're not lost. You don't discourage yourself just reading it. It includes basic vocabulary, so vocabulary that we use every day in our conversation. It also includes basic grammar. This is really perfect for beginner, really. I could not recommend another book for stories. And after each story, you have a little quiz to answer. Make sure that you understand correctly. My fourth favorite book is French All-in-One for Dummies. And this one comes with audio. I don't know if you like Dummies. I mean, it's quite a particular way of teaching. I personally like it. Some people hate it. It really depends on your style. I personally like the way they teach. This one includes 6 books in one. So you have the first one, it's French for Dummies, Intermediate French for Dummies, third, French verbs for dummies. Then you have French Essential, French phrases, and the audio set. So it's really complete. I actually think that if you buy the book, you have a CD, but maybe you can download it on the app. I don't know actually, but I know that if you buy the ebook, you have the audio that you can just download. This one has a total of 800 pages of learning and exercises. This one is really complete and it comes with the audio, which is perfect. My last recommendation, Easy French Step by Step. This one is pretty self-explanatory actually. It's learning French step by step. This book was actually recommended to me by one of my students who was already using it. He had really good French, so I guess it's how he started. So I guess it was really useful. And it's really good if you don't know where to start, if you don't know what to study tomorrow. This one is really, like I said, step by step. So it's perfect if you don't know what pace you should study or what you should study next, because learning a new language can be a bit overwhelming. Well, with this one you will end up with a solid background in grammar with over 300 freaking verbs, and also all the exercise in the book, all the readings. It's a really complete book if you're a beginner. I'm also going to do another video one of these days about my favorite book and my favorite comic books. But for now, you can find some of them in the description box already. If you have another book that I did not mention that really helps you or helped you to learn French, please share it in the comments with me and with others. If you have a question about French, about anything, leave me a comment as well. I will be more than happy to answer. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Like this video, it really helps my channel. You can also connect with me on my Instagram, my Facebook page, my YouTube channel is this one. I answer all the comments that I get in every social media. And I will see you soon for another lesson.